Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another GTA 6 video. My name is Saintsfan, and today I want to talk about the huge bomb that was dropped yesterday in the news cycle. Rockstar's head founder quit. And of course, this has led to tons of speculation on what this means going forward for Rockstar and obviously for GTA 6. That's what we're going to be talking about in this video. Now, it was announced yesterday, I think by Take-Two, that Dan Houser, who was one of the original founders of Rockstar Games, he is stepping down. He is leaving the company. He is not going to be a part of Rockstar any longer. Now, if I recall correctly, at least off the top of my head, the original three people who founded Rockstar Games was Dan Houser, Sam Houser, Dan's brother, and Leslie Benzies. And from what I sort of understood from all of the sort of behind the scenes stuff, Sam was the business guy. Dan, the guy who just left, was like the writer. He was the story guy. And then Leslie Benzies, who left a couple years ago, he was like the big picture guy. He was the guy who sort of maybe corrected the ship when things were going wrong. And he basically had everything on track. But like I did just mention, he left a few years ago prior to Red Dead Redemption 2 coming out. And as we all know, Red Dead Redemption 2 turned out great. So even though, he was one of the biggest people at Rockstar, their development teams are, probably hundreds of people. So it potentially might not be the biggest of deals that, one of the head guys is leaving. And by Benzies being kicked out, it kind of has some precedent that everything still might be fine. And honestly, that's the question we're all asking ourselves. Will GTA 6 be fine now that one of the head guys, the guys who has been there since the start and has gone through every single game, is GTA 6 going to be fine? Is it going to be like all the other ones have been? And honestly, I think what probably ended up happening was Dan finished his part in GTA 6. Again, from what I've read, he was one of the head writers and he kind of maybe came up with a story. And I'm sure that his part, what he had to contribute to GTA 6, has been done for quite some time now. We all kind of know at this point that these games take years to make, and GTA 6 was probably in development for, 5, 6, 7 years at this point. So his part, maybe making the main story and all that, could have been written a few years ago. I believe in the news article that came out that said he was stepping down, it did mention he has been on leave for almost a year. So I guess that does also maybe bring up the question, how extensive his role was or will be in GTA 6. But again, the script was probably done years ago before he thought about leaving. The other thing that makes this really interesting is that his brother, Sam Houser, is still with Rockstar. He hasn't left. So people were wondering, well, maybe this isn't that big of a deal, just because, if there was some major issue, they probably both would have left. Leslie Benzies, if anyone remembers that whole situation, I think he was sort of forced out, and he ended up making his own game company, and they're actually making their own game that should come out, within a couple of years. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen here. I don't think Dan Houser is going to be leaving Rockstar because of bad blood. I don't think he's going to go make his own company, because he would probably do that with his brother, you would think. Most people are thinking and speculating that this is just the end of his time with Rockstar. He's just retiring. He's made all the money. He's taken it. He's going to go chill out, somewhere. And that's probably the case here. He's probably known this for a while, and GTA 6 is going to be sort of his last project. And now he's going to go enjoy the rest of his life where he doesn't have to worry about, deadlines and making investors happy, in Take-Two. But speaking of Take-Two, that is the one question mark most of us have. Because up until now, everything I've said, it just makes sense. He's going to retire. He's been his whole life doing this stuff. So he's going to take the money and just go have fun, right? But Take-Two, about a year or two ago, was on record saying they want to speed up the rate of new releases. They don't want a GTA to come out every 8, 9, 10 years. They don't want that because GTA 5 has made billions of dollars, and Take-Two as a business, they want billions of dollars like every other year, which obviously like that's not possible. The people they don't know that, I guess. I don't know. It's a stupid way of doing this stuff, but that's just what businesses and that's what games have become. It's just how much money can you make and make more on top of that. So because Take-Two are on record saying they want to speed things up, the speculation was that, well, maybe Dan, the founder of Rockstar, doesn't like that. Maybe he likes having quality over quantity, and maybe that's why he's stepping down. Maybe Take-Two, they're forcing them to push these games out a lot sooner and quicker than he wanted, and he's just like, you know what, I'm done with it. And that would make sense. The reason he's leaving, because he's like in the game development portion where his brother Sam is just on the business side. You know, that wouldn't really affect him too much, perhaps. So maybe that's why just Dan is leaving and not Sam. Obviously, look, this is all just speculation at the moment, but those are the two sides that, you know, we're all sort of going between. Did he leave because he was just done with it and he's ready to go? Or did he leave because Take-Two is maybe forcing them to do something his original vision didn't involve? And if that the last part is true, which it wouldn't surprise me, because again, they all just want freaking money. And if that's the case, I honestly, I don't know if that's good for GTA going forward. I mean, yeah, it'll mean we get games, more GTA games sooner, but isn't there something special about these games because they come out every so often and because they're so refined and so good? Look at every other game that comes out like on a yearly basis. For the most part, they're not that good. Like, no offense to those games, but there's a reason they don't make billions of dollars like GTA. And there's a reason they're not up for Game of the Year like Red Dead Redemption 2. In the comment section, let me know your thoughts on this whole topic. Do you think GTA 6 is in trouble? Honestly, for me, I think GTA 6 will be fine, but it's what comes after. And obviously, like that's years away. That's like 5, 6, 7 years away. But it's something to think about, because like GTA 6 is probably, for the most part, it's probably like 80% done, if not a little bit more. And they're just doing the finishing touches right now. And I'm sure Dan has already done everything he did want to do in GTA 6, but it's like, it's GTA 7. It's Red Dead Redemption 3. Are those games gonna be in trouble? Because is Take-Two gonna want quantity over quality? I mean, it would be a little weird, I'm not gonna lie, if we get GTA 6, let's just say, in 2021, and then like 2023 we get GTA 7. I don't know. I feel like if they push too many GTAs out too quickly, it loses its appeal. It loses like what makes it so special. Either way though, it's going to be very interesting if anything else maybe comes out or leaks, if any like bad blood was between the two, because I believe when Leslie Benzies was kicked out, there was some very, very juicy stuff that came out a couple of months later. So it will be interesting if this is a similar situation. But yeah, thank you all for watching. That is the GTA 6 news at the moment. Another thing, just thinking about it, you know, if this was something that Dan Houser's been planning for a while, why announce this before GTA 6 is going to be announced? Because that just leads to all this speculation we have. It's like, well, does this mean GTA 6 is in trouble? You know, if anything, if they knew this was going to happen, just let him do it after GTA 6 comes out. So it's like, oh, his game was out, okay, and we're good. You know what I mean? So that's just another very interesting thing. It's like, why do this now? Business-wise, it's not very smart. So yeah, either way, just interesting stuff all around. Thank you all for watching. That's going to do it for it. Please drop it a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more GTA 6 content. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.